The word vegan being evoked alone can spark some strong opinions. Some see it as the ultimate path to compassion and basic respect, while others roll their eyes and wonder if it really makes a difference, or even go as far to say that it causes a net negative. Though it shouldn't really be a debate. Hopefully the people of the future will stumble across this video and be like, duh. But when we cut through the noise, one thing becomes clear. Veganism is better for animals. Let's unpack why. It's easy to think of meat, milk, eggs as everyday products, relatively harmless, completely harmless even. Otherwise, why would they be in our fridge? That's until you remember they come from feeling beings. Billions of animals are raised and killed every single year, often in cramped, unsanitary conditions where they can't move freely or even express natural behaviors. Sometimes they don't even see daylight. Even if they're not put in those positions, it's still a bad thing. But what this does represent is just how much we've devalued them. Because if we're willing to do such horrific things to them, if we're willing to deprive them of so much, then we must have devalued them to an extreme level. But that's just the thing, right? People often talk about, well, we don't need veganism, we need higher welfare or something to that effect. However, the wonder is, if you're really going to bring someone into existence and premeditate their killing, why do you ultimately care about what happens to them before they get there? And the negative impact we have on animals far exceeds our plates. Animals are used in medical research and testing, they're used in fashion, they're used for entertainment purposes. The truth is, animal exploitation is sadly everywhere. Going vegan and actively avoiding it makes you realize just how much of it there is. Did you know, for example, paintball isn't vegan because they use pig bones or cow bones in the capsule? It's made of gelatin. What is that doing there? It's better for animals because one of the retorts you'll hear against veganism is the claim that plants feel pain. Now, if you care about scientific consensus at all, we're actually very much inclined to believe a case against plant consciousness. But non-veganism has a severe energy problem, and let's break down why. Plants capture energy directly from the sun. Herbivores eat those plants, secondary consumers eat the herbivores, and energy gets lost at each level. Now apply this to farming. When we grow plants to feed humans directly, energy transfer is efficient. When we grow plants to feed to animals who we then eat, we need more energy. So all of the claims that people make against vegans, all the animals who were killed during crop production, all of the biodiversity loss, such as species extinction or animals being deprived of their natural environment, this issue is larger on a non-plant-based diet. So we're being wholly inefficient when we could pick a far more efficient option. So all of these animals who are not farmed, who we don't forcibly bring into existence, are being affected by our practices, by our agriculture, but the agriculture needs to be bigger in non-veganism. That is yet another reason veganism is better for the animals. Some argue that using animals in medical research is necessary, but more and more scientists are turning to alternatives and making a case against its efficiency. There is the other side of the coin that claims it can actually be unhelpful, as other animals are genetically different, so there could be different results from doing the same test that could actually affect humans in a very different way. However, even if it did yield some positive results, that doesn't suddenly mean it's justified to test on subjects who couldn't consent to it. This is proving again why veganism would just be better for animals, because we wouldn't see this kind of case where we can look at them and go, well, for the need for a research that would benefit human beings, we are going to test on you, even though you're not okay with that. It's an incredibly outdated mindset that harms animals. So here is the bottom line. Veganism opts out of industries that exploit animals. When you pick an alternative or when you refuse the option there that is very exploitative to animals, you're being one less person paying into that. That's less money for them. That's a call for behavioral change within a system. And it's a principled stance as well. So if the whole world didn't make that decision, just think if you were put into a different time in society where something that we deem to be horrific was happening, would you be a person who takes a principled stance against it, even if loads of people are doing it and you can just tell it's going to go on for a long time? Would you also participate in it just because other people do? No, you'd probably take a principled stance because you think it's the wrong thing to do and you'd see every reason just to opt out of it. This isn't to say that if you go vegan, every animal will stop being exploited, but it's progress and it aligns with values that you were probably taught from a very young age. For example, the golden rule: if you wouldn't want it done to you, why are you doing it to others? Or respect animals because they deserve respect. The world is better for everyone if the people within it are vegans. So is veganism really better for animals? The answer is a resounding yes. By shifting away from systems that exploit animals, or shifting away from industries that require slaughterhouses, we take steps towards a world that sees animals as beings, not commodities. And that surely is going to be better for the animals. Thank you so much for watching. Please click the like button if you enjoyed this video and want to see more. Check out the links below in the description. And don't forget to go vegan for the animals, because they are who it means everything to.